Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel where I make questionable choices while attempting to play Pokemon Go. It's Zane. I've got another speed build here for you today. I may sound a little weird at certain points, a little shivery, a little like I'm freezing. They had a big Pokemon Go event today for anyone who doesn't play, and it has been 25 degrees Fahrenheit here or so without the wind chill. So it was about like probably felt like 12 to 15, and I've been outside all day in it, so I feel kind of weird. I was all bundled up, had my mask on, all by myself, nobody around, nobody getting COVID from me potentially, me not getting COVID from nobody else. We're not about that life, not doing it. Um, but yeah, so I may do a little shiver here and there throughout this particular voiceover. Um, but yeah, for those that aren't from America and don't know Fahrenheit or aren't as familiar with it, 25 degrees Fahrenheit would be 7 degrees below freezing. And then the wind chill factor in, another, it's like 15, feels like it's 15 below freezing, at least based on Fahrenheit. So I feel a little bit like an ice cube that someone has wrapped in a toasted marshmallow, and it's a bit weird, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, but my body's like, Zane, we're good, everything's fine, we're inside the warm house, life is fine, everything's good. Doesn't quite feel like that yet. My insides are still a little frozen, but I caught all the Pokemon, and that's kind of the point, and it was fun. So yeah, that's been my day. But anyway, let me actually get down to talking about the build. So I built this on, I actually built it in, I think it was Newcrest. I ended up putting it, it's for Granite Falls. It's just like a little woodsy cabin, like a little rental you could go there and stay in. I saw a picture of this on, I think it was Pinterest. It was not exactly what I built, but it's pretty similar. Um, and I just really wanted to build something out in the woods, just a little tiny cabin, play around with some tiny living a little bit. There's not actually anything from that pack in here as far as I remember. I'm pretty sure it just uses eco lifestyle, island living a little bit for the little kitchen cabinets and the trim on the roof. And then it uses outdoor retreat. There's definitely quite a bit of outdoor retreat, but I loved messing around with this fireplace because the image that I saw on Pinterest was based off of this. It had a fireplace that looked not exactly like that, but very, very similar. And I wanted it. It was, kind of not up against the wall, at an angle in a little corner with the windows on both sides, just a little cozy cabin corner. And I really wanted to try to build that, mess around with it. So I think those pipes that I used sort of extended all the way up to the roof so it doesn't look weird like while you're in game or while you're taking like screenshots or something. I want to say those are from either City Living or Get to Work. That whichever pack it is, that's the only thing in this build that is from that. So if you don't have that one, that's the only thing you'll be missing. So you can still download it. It may just look a little weird if you're doing maybe like a Let's Play or something like that, and you go to take a screenshot and the fireplace is just kind of not going through the roof. There's no pipe that's going all the way up or anything like that. But this is just it's not even a one bedroom technically. It's just like a little studio, just a little cabin, nothing too crazy. I did put some little rocks in here and make them the black swatch, try to emulate like cold a little bit. Um, but yeah, I a little cold, little. It's been a day. Yeah, I caught lots of Pokemon. I had lots of fun texting and on Discord with my friends who live in different areas. Especially, I'm living in Virginia right now. I moved back east to help my family with my aunt in particular take care of my elderly grandmother. She lives with us. She's 85, going on 86 in June. She is pushing for that century. We'll see if she gets there. I'm hoping, have my grandma around, get her to 3 digits. That'd be pretty cool. Um, but yeah, losing my train of thought. But yeah, I played Pokemon a lot today, like a lot, a lot. But oh yeah. So yeah, I'm in Virginia now. I'm originally from Virginia. I was born and raised in like Northern Virginia, just outside of DC, like the Alexandria, Lorton, Woodbridge, that kind of area. If you're familiar with it, we live further south than that now, But after I graduated college, me and I already had a couple friends that lived out west. But me and another friend who just finished school were finally getting our feet under us, getting our own jobs outside of retail, at least as much as you can around here. Most of the jobs are like government jobs and federal employees and all that kind of stuff, which is not really my scene. But we got remote jobs, which is the job I still have now. But we moved out to Portland, Oregon, in that area, which is really beautiful. I think at some point I probably will move back there. The rain is definitely a lot to handle. There are certain points in the winter, like this time of year, where I'm just like, I just please get me out of here. But the rest of the year, and especially this time of year, if it gets cold enough to snow, it's gorgeous out there. And the city's really great. I know there's definitely lots of issues with the history, with white supremacy and the KKK were like a really big thing in parts of Portland and just Oregon in general, which is not something that everyone knows. It's not like a common fact. But it definitely was. There's a lot of interesting history with Portland and their relationship with the KKK and things like that. Definitely look it up if you've ever got any free time. There's a lot of podcasts that talk about it, but there's definitely some issues with that in different areas, especially if you start getting outside the city. But it's a gorgeous city, very weird, very fun, lots of really cool houses, interesting places, all sorts of like natural parks. There's actually I want to say it's an extinct volcano that's not in downtown, but it's in the southeastern part of the city, which is, outside of it. Any city where you start getting out into like the boroughs. So if you're like in New York, where you start getting out into like Brooklyn, the Bronx, areas like that, it's kind of that sort of area. But there's this extinct volcano that's just like its own little natural park. Um, it's got like a couple dog parks there and all sorts of stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I love walking there, and it's more like hiking really, because you can literally go straight up or straight down the slope of it. But the views there, it just you don't even feel like you're in Portland anymore. You feel like you're out in the Cascades, which is the mountain range that runs out through like the central part of Washington and Oregon state. And I mean, when you are at that extinct volcano, I don't remember its name at the moment. I should probably look that up. But I mean, you just forget you're completely in the middle of the city, because there's just green everywhere for however many acres, and then you get to like the top, and you can actually look out between the trees, and off in the distance you can see the city, and it's wild. It's beautiful. I definitely recommend it. I tend to recommend things a lot like that. I like going out into nature and going to natural parks and things like that too, which is part of the reason I wanted to build this kind of thing. I like Granite Falls. I love having my Sims go there and, just get away from the hustle and bustle, get to relax, get off the grid, experience some natural life and all that, which is a little weird when I'm building on this lot in Newcrest for Granite Falls. But I built it in Newcrest in particular because the lot that I end up putting it on in Granite Falls um, has a lot of the really tall trees that came with that pack that are in like debug. And if I'd filmed this while on that lot, while building it there would have constantly been those giant trees just blocking the view and making it impossible to see anything. So I realized that within like a few minutes of starting there, and just bulldozed it, moved over to Newcrest, where I knew there would be literally nothing in the way because it's Newcrest, and unless you build a bunch of stuff there or place a bunch of lots, it's just completely empty world. So we're just getting on to a little bit of landscaping here at the end. I put a lot of trees on the lot. I really wanted to feel like you're just at a cabin out in the middle of the forest. Only a few other people around at like the campsites and stuff. Kind of like, like if you're camping out at like a natural park. Maybe a little bit like Glacier National Park, which is like northern Idaho, Montana. Actually, part of it goes over the U.S. Canadian border into Canada. I've not actually been in that part. We wanted to, but me and my friend who were road tripping and actually went up there to stop. It was when I moved back from Portland to Northern Virginia. So we were on a little bit of a time crunch. We both had to take off work, and I had to get back here in time for like the moving truck and everything like that. But you see, we're moving it here into Granite Falls, and that is the final place where it's going to be. It is up on the gallery if you want to download it. My ID on there is zavocado, like it is on YouTube and Tumblr, Twitter. Got a different one on Instagram because someone has zavocado for some reason. But yeah, so it's up on there, and that's zavocado, Zavocado. But if you like this video, you like the cabin, you want to download it, please subscribe, leave a like, comment, anything like that. Get it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.